You get yourself a nice little fat stack of cash, swap out bras. There you go.
The officials estimate that the street value of the drugs was to be upwards of $900 million.
Of course, these are Australian dollars, so that's only like $500.
The liquid would have equaled about 1,100 pounds of high-grade crystal meth, an AFP official says. In mid-January, 33-year-old Hong Kong national was arrested and charged with importing a border-controlled drug in connection with the seizure of 86 boxes of bra inserts. Later in January, officials discovered evidence of drug manufacturing at 2 Sydney residences that they believe were linked to the meth seized in the art supplies.
Wow.
Yeah, so
It's
there
a
you go.
worldwide epidemic. Well, you know what? Speaking of things that have been found where they didn't belong, some evidence has come to light recently that perhaps we need to rewrite history once again. Christopher Columbus's importance in our history books is getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
Significantly diminishing.
Right? First it was the Vikings, and then they've started finding Polynesian and Chinese artifacts, and the Egyptians with cocaine in their system indicating that they had contact with the New World. Christopher, you just don't mean shit no more, brother. We're going to have to take that day in October, and we're all going to have to start going to school and work again, because now it turns out maybe the Romans were in on this New World action.
So how did this discovery come about?
Well, it's funny you use the word discovery. So I think it's a History Channel.
Discovery Channel?
Discovery Channel.
Oh, well, you know it's true.
Reality series. Are you familiar with the Oak Island mystery up in Canada?
No.
So there's this island. It's called Oak Island. And apparently there's some incredibly well-constructed, well-hidden treasure buried there that for like 100+ years now.
Amongst the oak trees?
Yes. People have been trying to find it, and it's like every time you dig, you set off a new booby trap and make the next level of the dig harder to get to, and it's exhausted the fortunes of like countless millionaires who have bought the island and then exhausted their fortune trying to get the treasure and then sold the island off. And so there's these latest brothers bought it, and because it's our modern age, they pitched it as a reality series to the History Channel. And I guess it's on. I guess it's a show. And as they were doing some of the, filming and digging and all of that, they came across remains of a Roman galley from, a couple thousand years ago. And they found on it gold Carthaginian coins, part of a Roman shield, a Roman head sculpture, and a Roman sword.
You sure it wasn't a boat stolen by Vikings?
It could have been a boat stolen by Vikings. There's all kinds of action. People do this sometimes. They'll get
or
actual.
Is that the lost ship from the Columbus voyage?
No, I don't think
it wasn't.
So. I don't. You know what? I don't know. Well, so they took the sword, and they did all kinds of analyses on them, X-rays and chemical composition analysis, and they found that the quantities of lead and arsenic and other trace metals in the sword match perfectly with the levels of known Roman authentic archaeological finds.
So legit stuff.
It strongly points toward being legitimate. How a Roman galley got all the way, not just across the Atlantic, but up in Canada, I don't know. Theorists say, well,
why
they
would
might
they
have
want to go to Canada?
Right. Well, maybe they were hockey fans.
That's the real mystery here.
Before hockey existed. So who knows? Who knows what the story is? Honestly, every time I'm really not surprised anymore to find that there's more to it than Christopher Columbus sailing across. It doesn't surprise me very much. Like I said, they found evidence that ancient Chinese traders and Polynesians and all kinds of ancient civilizations have they found footprints of them here in the New World, going back, like I said, all the way into ancient Egypt with mummies testing positive for cocaine use
and AIDS.
And AIDS, which is very modern, very forward looking of them. So who knows what's going to come of that. But I like to throw in a little serious, a little science every week just to class up the joint.
Good luck with that.
It's not working at all. But you know what? That's it. I am out of material. You got any more material?
You know what? The only material I have is the material covering my pillow, and I'm ready to rest my head on it. So let's wrap
Let's
this
call it a
shit
night,
show
man.
up.
Let's call it a night. Thanks for tuning in. You've been listening to us here on 13 Folds Radio on rifreeradio.org.
I'm trying to get out, find a subtle way out, not just cross myself out.